Maybe what I saw as a guy who was an adrenaline freak, maybe I should have seen him as just flat out dangerous.
I've been interested in this story for a while, and when I went back and looked at the case and the murder trial and the media coverage around it, it seemed like a lot of times people focused on Oscar Pistorius, and they overlooked Reeva Steenkamp, who was the victim here, who was the person whose life was tragically cut short.
People around the world idolize the man who was once considered the best Paralympian of all time, known simply as the Blade Runner.
The applause still rains down on Oscar Pistorius.
But after making history at the 2012 Olympics in London as the first double amputee sprinter to compete at a Games, he shot and killed his girlfriend. The stunning news made international headlines.
Pistorius killed Reeva Steenkamp, but the question is why? During the trial, he said he thought there was an intruder in his house that night, and that's why he fired into the bathroom door 4 times. But there was a lot of people who were skeptical of that and thought there may have been something more sinister happening there.
And the courts agreed. Pistorius was convicted of culpable homicide in September 2014, but an appeals court changed that verdict to guilty of murder, and he was resentenced to 13 years in prison in 2017. And now, Tim says it's time to bring the attention back to the life of Reeva.
Reeva's story was kind of lost in the shuffle, and so that was certainly one of our goals, was to tell Reeva's story.
She was like a mother lion. She was protective and strong and fierce and loving.
Reeva goes to university to study law, and then she moves to Johannesburg to become a model. She was right on the verge of stardom, and she was also starting to use her platform to speak out about issues she cared about. Part of this tragedy is that on Valentine's Day 2013, Reeva was scheduled to give a talk to a group of students about gender-based violence, and she never got a chance to give that talk because earlier that day, Oscar Pistorius took her life. At its core, this story is about how we fall in love with our sports heroes, how that causes us to overlook certain things about them, and how there are real consequences to that, and in this case, the loss of Reeva Steenkamp.